Hi, and welcome to the Word of the Week. This week's word is belief. Now, keeping with our theme of the month of conquering challenges, our beliefs are critical in our ability to deal with the challenges that we face in our life. The situations that we're in, how we believe or what we believe about that situation will determine the actions, the type of actions, the extent of the actions that we take. If we believe a situation has no hope of being resolved, then we're not going to work as hard as we could because we're going to have that belief that it's really kind of pointless. If we believe 100% that we can fix it, then we're going to go in with that positive attitude. We're going to go in and we're going to put the work in, right? Because we really believe that we're going to reap the benefit of the actions that we're going to take. So we see this constantly. As a martial arts instructor, I see this every day. People who have a belief about themselves that's holding them back. Right? They may believe that they are not coordinated. They believe that they're never going to be flexible. That they can't learn. And they have all these really negative beliefs about themselves. Like I said, things that hold them back. And they may be very, very good and very, very capable, but they just won't put in the work because they feel like, oh, it's pointless. I'm never going to get this. On the other hand, we have people whose beliefs sometimes are way above where the reality is, right? And they believe that they're really great and they've got it and they can do everything. And I'm not saying that it's not good to have this kind of positive belief, that belief in yourself that you can do whatever you set your mind to, but then you also have to work with the litmus test of, what's the reality? What's the fruit? What are the things that you're really expressing? What are things that people are seeing and determining? So a lot of times we have students who believe that they are absolutely fantastic, that they're extremely advanced, and they're very difficult to teach because they don't listen to what you're saying. You can say it in a group, or sometimes you can even say it to their face, and what they hear is, oh, I have that. I understand that. I don't know why he's talking to me about that, because the belief is that they have got it. So beliefs are really not about the physical world. They're about what's going on in our brain. And there's not only a psychology, right? There is an actual biological process that goes on. There's neuroscience that's involved in this. And it's basically our brain's way of trying to put the things that we see together in a way that makes sense for us. And we constantly look to find that pattern and to reestablish that pattern, which then deepens the belief and connects with our emotions, and then they just begin to feed on each other, and that can be a very positive thing, right? It can also be a very negative thing. So it all depends on how you approach it. And as I said earlier, sometimes the best litmus test is, what are the results you're seeing? Right? So I know people who have beliefs that life is nothing but a series of trials to develop their character, right? And that's great, because every time something comes up, it becomes a bigger deal than it needs to be, because, oh, life is about trials. So they're going to find the trials in everything that goes on. I know other people that just think, oh, everything works out. And it doesn't mean that things don't go wrong, but their attitude is like, oh, well, whatever. It's going to work out. And so they don't fret too much. Now, having a healthy balance between those two is actually quite crucial. But the thing is that the person who's always looking for negative will always find it. The person who's always looking for the good will always find it, because their brains are looking for that, and they're going to try and make sense out of it. So what I would like to encourage you to think about are, what are your beliefs? What are your beliefs about yourself? What are your beliefs about the people who surround you? What are your beliefs about the world? What are your beliefs about the universe? And are these beliefs serving you? Because they're just these thoughts, and those thoughts can be changed. So if you need to become more positive about some things, you can do that. If you need to become a little less positive about some things and a little more, for lack of a better word, realistic about some things, then that can be changed as well. Right? The beliefs are here. They are then dictate our actions, which then are going to create a reality. So when we look at dealing with our challenges, always start with, what do I believe about the situation? about myself, about the person that it may involve, about the world, about the universe, and then let our actions come from that space of belief. All right, hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Hope to see you next week.